27, Bella Haup. Behind the plays, number 16, Jordan Doche. The designated players, number 15, Carly Couch. Second base, number 13, Libby Coker. On the mound is number 3, Maya Broussard. In right field is number 38, Izzy Armand. In left field is number 17, Emma Hunt. And at shortstop, your flex, number 22, Haley Vedrano.
Shawty's like a melody in my head that I can't keep on. Got me singing like na 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 every day. It's like my iPod stuck on replay, replay.
Allow me to reintroduce her in a circle for your Wildcats from Maurice, Louisiana. Number 3, Maya Broussard.
And good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome out to Wildcat Park.
Number 17, Haley Fontenot.
Haley Fontenot once again will lead things off. Lineup's the same, batting order's the same for both teams as they were in game one. Difference on the mound, Maya Broussard will go for the catch. She was a hard luck loser, gave up a run in the first game, pitched 1 inning and gave up a run there. And Kirsten Martinez will be on the hill for LSUA. First pitch from Broussard misses outside, and we are underway. Defense stays just about the same. Marks is in center field. I see Hunt right in front of us. That one smashed over there towards that dugout area in the fence and has folks jumping around. Lexi Marks stays in center field. Bree Corkin at third base. Bella Hauck will be at first base. Jordan Doche behind the dish. Carly Koch is there as a designated player. Hannah Harrison will be at second base. Maya Broussard will be in the circle. Izzy Armand is the only substitution, and she will be on, and that one is smacked right up the middle. Kind of a backhand play, an opportunity over at first, but not on time. And Haley Fontenot is on base with a leadoff single for LSUA. Haley Fontenot will take that one. Chuck, she was 0 for 4 in game one with 2 strikeouts.
Yes. Just going to try to get it started up again here in this second game, see if she can continue that run and add more to it.
Bailey Layton will stand in there ready to go to work on Broussard. Again, the play of Corkin at third base was just so solid. There's a bunt through and a miss, and tag is applied to the helmet, but Fontenot is in there sliding in for that stolen base and gets over into scoring position at second. Had a chance to visit with LCU baseball coach Mike Burns in between games. Is 0-1 on here, and just a couple of weeks removed, Chuck, that one smoked down the line over there.
Oh, wow.
Where the guy wasn't looking and almost got hit in the back of the head. Speaking of the Wildcats, And he'll sit down and watch the game a little bit now. Is that so? The young man that's in the front row there, holding the dog, was turned around facing the other way, and that ball went on the bleachers right beside where he was at, right behind him.
Between him and
stayed on that one. Lexi's got it in center field, measured up, and that's the first out.
Wow, that was a close one out here.
Look, I'm telling
For spectators.
you, we were talking about Burns, and one of his guys almost got his hat knocked off. But anyway, congratulations. A couple of weeks ago now, I guess, Coach Mike Burns celebrated his 500th victory.
Nice.
I'll have him out in City Council in May. That sounded like a broken bat.
Yeah, I thought that was coming this way there for a moment.
Goodness gracious. LSUA struck first with a run in the top of the first last game, and then gave up 4 in the bottom of the first, but chipped away and won that one 5-4 after tying things up in the 6th. Pushed across the run in the 7th. That one outer half misses away. And there's about 30 umpires behind him that said, wait a minute, I don't know about that.
Yeah, all of them like the color blue, too.
Right. That one stroked out to right field, but caught there. Gonna have a play down at third base, not in time, but a good throw. Good work over in right field to come up and get that one and come up firing. But Fontenot is speedy. Fontenot just gets out of there and does some work out in right field. Getting that one. Izzy Armand is out there in this game. Quickly 2 down here for Broussard. Rocks back and fires this one to Primrose and gets it over to Corkin off her knees, doing work over to first base in time. Oh, baby, what a play that was.
Good stop by the
Goodness gracious, Chuck, we're gonna have to. That one, I can feel a chop up coming up in that one. No score for LSUA in the top of the first. Due up for the Cats at the bottom of the first. It's Marks, it's Corkin, and it's Hauk when we come back.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Center fielder Lexi Marks stands in there, and a new left fielder is in front of us here, and that is none other than Haley Primrose, who got the win in game 1. Chuck to move to 7-3 on the season. Lexi trying to run through that one, and she takes that ball 1. Tremendous pitching performance, though.
And it must be, a signature thing with their pitcher to have that towel hanging out of their back pocket.
That one bunted, and that hits the bat twice. That hit the bat out in fair territory. That's got to be an out. Pulls that around, and it hits the bat out in fair territory. The catcher was pointing it out right away, and I don't think anybody else saw that.
The third baseman, number 24.
Nobody's contested it as of yet.
No, not at all. The catcher was calling it right away, and we saw it. Leadoff runner on as that one bounces through. This is Bree Corkin. She ended the inning with that nice play. Went down and got that ball from her knees, throws over to first base and gets the out. We've seen her just solid at the hot corner for 7+ innings now on this doubleheader. Swung late behind it. That ball gets in the outfield, but Jones is there to get it back in quickly. And Lexi Marks is down at You know, Chuck, we talked about it. They really they give up a strike.
They really do.
Swinging through that one to try to guard it, and I don't know.
I mean, it's just confidence in your batting, you know.
That hit that one again, but it was in foul territory when he hit it. I'm telling you, it's hitting the bat a couple of times.
It looked like it bounced up and hit again there.
One ball, 2 strikes now to Corcoran. Stands in there. Runner at second base is Marks. Rocks back and fires. This one does Martinez, strike 3. And they'll have to fire down to first in time. Marks doesn't go anywhere. They're calling a foul ball on that one, so that will bring Corcoran back. She'll have another opportunity at it. Wind starting to pick up just a little bit out here, a little bat out here, as sun is, for all intents and purposes, out of the way in this one.
And nobody's camping.
No, the shadow is gone. Dark is falling over the stadium, and it is nightcap of this day-night doubleheader. Rocking back and firing, and that one is delivering, and that is the strikeout.
You can see there on your screen the last little bit of sunshine over the top of that's trying to still have a little bit of light over those trees back over there over HO West Fieldhouse.
And now that wind has changed directions. It was blowing dead into center. It is moving out. That one is high. It is back, and it is gone. Home run. Ran over, and it bounces around.
Kiss that baby goodbye.
Big time
That's a home run for number 27, Bella. Ow.
I might have got that camera around just in time to catch it going over.
Goodness gracious. What a play out in center field, Chuck. And you, I don't know if you want to go grab that one or not.
You want to run this?
No, I sure don't. I'm content to run this, but what a big-time bomb by Bella Houck.
I'll go get it. Hang on.
Goes up and gets that one. Just leave the one camera angle, and you ought to be all right. They're sending. Jordan Doche stands in there, but it is 2-0. LCU. That one is lifted to third base, and it's going to be grabbed there by Giddens, and she will have that one. And the air raid signal makes its way back over here. And that lets you know that Carly Koch stands in there ready to go. And that was a big time home run. My goodness, Bella Houck put a charge into that. She scored marks on that one. Big time Bella Houck with a 2-run bomb. Rocking back and firing on this one, and that is smoked down the line, but foul. Coming out and retrieving the home run ball was there. And they throw it back in. And yeah, that was a shot. I mean, it just goes over that center field, I guess to the left of those flags where the wind was blowing. You saw it. There's one driven into right field and caught, and that will retire to the side. But the damage was done for the Wildcats. It's a 2-run home run by Bella Houck. She gets the LCU Wildcats on the board with 2 runs, and after one, they lead it 2-0. We'll be back here watching Game 2 of this doubleheader. It is Red River Athletic Conference softball on 446 Sports.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hall. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Ladner stands in there ready to go to work, trying to get LSUA on the board. That one misses low.
You can feel that wind blowing, and it's blowing in. So, I mean, that was a definitely shot earlier. How about that, huh?
Yes, indeed. The wind swirling around. You know, we talked about it was blowing from left to right, is now blowing dead in again. That one smashed up the middle just off of the glove of the second baseman there for LCU. Hannah Harrison just don't think, I mean, they scored without a base hit. It wasn't one of those that she got to and got away from. She was lucky to get the glove on it. Kylie Moody stands in there. She's the one that, if you'll remember, back in game one, had that big base hit that tied things up and scored a couple of runs. But it was Jillian Howe with the pinch hit base hit that scored the run that went ahead, that won it for LSUA, when in a game that the Cats had led most all of that one. 0-1 the count here at the top of the second inning, and that one is fouled back to the net. No matter what, the net being there, it still is going to force somebody to jump in the stands.
Oh, yes. And if you're just watching it through a camera back there, probably still make you jump.
Indeed it will. 0-2. The count here. Broussard delivers this off speed and still behind that one. Tried to slow one down, get her chasing, was still behind that one. Broussard gave up the one run and that pinch hit base hit, and otherwise we still could be playing.
I don't know if I can brighten my camera up back there behind home plate or not.
That's the strikeout there. First out on the top of the second, and Broussard seems to be doing some work here in this one. But what a difference. It was sunny and warm earlier and no wind at all. Wind started making its way in, and just like that one makes its way out into the outfield. Marks has it and quickly gets it back into second base. And now runners at first and second. I gotta believe, I see it on the scoreboard for LSUA, or on the line sheet, that was Cartinez. And I've got to believe that may have been Cam, the young lady off of the basketball team for the Generals.
Wow.
One ball, no strikes here. Top of the second, we play. You see it on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard, 2-0. LCU leads this one, 2-run home run by Hauk. That one's lifted straight up. Catcher camps under and goes and gets that one. Good work behind the dish by Doche. Pulls that one in. And two down there.
That'll bring up the third baseman, number 22, Amber Giddens.
Amber Giddens stands in, ready to go to work. Just solid at third base, as both these third basemen, Giddens for LSUA and Corcoran for LCU, were just so solid at the hot corner in game one, and that's continued over into game two and throughout this Red River Athletic Conference season for both of them. One misses outside, a ball and a strike, 2 down. Again, these two teams will do battle over at LSUA on the 16th. But wanted to bring you both of these games today to show a little bit of this rivalry on there. We've seen some LSUA, LCU basketball that we've done this year. Well, we need to get LSUA with a football team.
Oh, that
See,
would be
wouldn't
cool.
that do it? Yeah. That one smashed over there to Corcoran. She's going to grab it and step on step on the bag, and that will retire the side for LSUA. We'll keep it right here. And again, we'll tell you, Red River Athletic Conference action continues. The Red River Athletic Conference tournament will be here from LCU. Got a couple of games on that Friday morning that will be from Ward 10, just right up the road in there, but we'll bring you all of the action. We'll send out tournament play will be pay-per-view, but we'll send that out over to you. Haley Primrose excuse me, makes her way back out to left field. She and Destiny Jones, yeah, no kidding. She and Destiny Jones get warmed up right here in front of us.
Trying to make some adjustments to that dish cam. Can you hear me? Yeah.
No, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me at all?
Close, I heard him there.
Or something?
Yes. Oh, no. Ball hit right up the middle and is going to be handled there and controlled and over to first for the first out. The wind came up and it's in and out. Wind came in, yeah, wind came in and got us. I hear you again, Chuck. And the table that we had blocking the sun from earlier. Maya Broussard will stand in there ready to go. Nobody on base, one down here. Bottom of the second. Broussard watches that one bounce in and head back. I do hear you, but I don't know if you have volume out of that one or not. All right, back to the action we go here. One ball, no strikes.
Strangely, Martinez. I have to have the green button on in order to hear you.
2-0 the count here. Again, that is the score, 2-0. That Bella Houck home run back in the first that did it. Maya Broussard, the recipient of the 2-run lead in the circle for LCU, gets that one up high, and it's 3 balls and no strikes from Martinez.
Yeah, I have to have the the green button's on now. I don't know why. I'll have to check that out later.
Again, so the tournament is here. It is being co-hosted by LCU and LSUA in that tournament, so they're both putting their efforts together to do that. Izzy Armand stands in there, ready to go to work. Saw her. It's the first time that we've seen her today in this one. She takes over and plays right field. Bean was there in game 1. so we are correct that the tournament game will be here. And 2 of those games Friday morning will be at Ward 10, Chuck, which you're very familiar with there.
I am very familiar with that.
Chuck calls a lot of Tioga softball out there, and we've done a number of tournaments out there as well. 2-0 counts, running into a little bit of trouble here. That one in there hits the very bottom portion of the strike zone, but is in there for the call. 2 balls and a strike.
We'll see how this little disruption handles, how we handle sponsors pages here in just a moment.
Right. Well, they got a bevy of spots in game 1 and a bonus night for them today too, as their normal appearance has rained out, so we're good to go there. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Armin. Here's the delivery. That one misses low and fills the count up at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lights went out on our friends up there in the press box. No, we can see them out there.
I think I'm making it easier on their eyes.
And look, I understand. Believe me. Here's the full count delivery. That's ground foul over there, and Coach Roberts just with a, I don't know if I guess that's a sachet that he made over there to get out of the way.
We will mark it that way on the scorebook.
Well, if you're scoring at home, he just kind of eased out of the way there. Not a lot of drama to it in between he and the bucket that was there. We'll repeat the full count offering. 1 down in this one. Cats trying to add to that 2-0 lead. Rocks back and fires this one. Punched over the head of the third baseman and stays foul just by a bit. Not a lot, Chuck, of foul territory between that left field line and the fence.
Yeah.
But it found it.
It is narrow over there. And just beyond that fence is that, I guess, student section, maybe?
It looks like a lot of the baseball players have made their way over after practice.
Wind is definitely picked up there, Doug.
Indeed it is. 3rd straight full count offering. Oh, that's off speed, and that's nasty for the strikeout. Goodness gracious. After 3 straight fastballs just to pull the string like that, and that was a magnificent pitch for the strikeout. 2 down.
Number 17, Emma Hunt.
Emma Hunt stands in, ready to go to work from the left side. Back-to-back left-handed batters. Takes that one in there. Strike 1, trying to get that running start at it, perhaps a slap. 0-1 the count out. The count here, 2 down in the bottom of the second. Cats lead this one 2-0. Boy, thought they were cruising along in that one at 4-1. Gave up a run in the 5th, 2 runs in the 6th, and then 1 again in the 7th. That one kind of poked over the head of the pitcher and will land in front of the second baseman. No opportunity to do it, Chuck, and that's just about as good of a little slap hit as you can find.
Yeah, it's an infield single, I guess. I don't know how you...
Indeed it is.
Number 1, Lexi Marks.
Lexi Marks back to the top of that LCU Wildcat order, and she is just solid. Plays so well out in the field. She gets on base. She is all around when she got the opportunity. There's another one of those little slap ones and playing in, and that's the only way that you're going to do that play was the way the second baseman from LSUA made that play is Bailey Layton. And Chuck, she comes over, fields it, and kind of shovels it over there to first base for the out. Brilliant play.
Yeah, does not have time to try to field it and make a throw.
You could not transfer that and move it over. Chuck, do we need to check out a commercial?
Let's give it a shot.
Let's try and see. We'll be back here. You're watching Red River Athletic Conference Softball on 446 Sports. Shortstop Haley Fontenot. Shortstop Haley Fontenot stands in there, ready to go. Top of the third, we play. Lexi Marks out there in center field, picks up some grass, checking which way the wind's blowing. Kids have been doing that. Young players have been doing that for years and years and years. But one look back at those flags that are right behind her, and that'll tell you this wind is whipping in here, and it's swirling. At some point, it's the flags, Old Glory and the Wildcat flag are blowing straight in. Sometimes they blow now. They're blowing out towards us in left field. And that one smashed over there once again. It's one thing you see about the expressway. Oftentimes you'll see those first responder vehicles making their way up and down. But of Pineville's finest making their way down there as well.
Appreciate them being on duty.
Absolutely. That one misses just outside. Chuck, it's been a couple of years since we've done LCU softball, I believe.
It has been.
Always enjoy the invite from Coach Barry Roberts to come out here, and certainly want to find a way to do a little bit more of our Red River Athletic Conference softball and baseball.
It would be fun to do that because this is, it's a fun event out here. Just a fun game. I mean, it's a different level than high school, but it's great.
That one misses down low. Boy, for the clouds that were in the sky earlier today, the wind has blown every bit of them out of here. I know night is falling here, but there's a few to our right, but I mean, it is just a crystal clear night.
Yeah.
Broussard throws that one. It's lifted high. Shortstop's going to get that one, and does, camping out under that.
That'll bring up the second baseman, number 6, Haley.
At shortstop is the flex, Haley Vetrano.
Getting chilly, Doug. Do I need to come up there and sit with you?
Chilly, we're good right where we're at.
I can sit behind you and wrap my arms around you.
I've got a jacket in the car, and we'll be just fine. I may go grab it between innings.
I'm sure you will.
It is cooled off nice. I don't know how I'm going to get down off of this perch, though, where I'm at.
Well, at the end of the game, I'll just get in my truck and I'll push the gas. I'll push the gas, and you'll get you out of here.
That would get me off the top of the cab of it here. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, smashed past a diving Corkin that, boy, she just, I'm telling you, just so solid. And if it's out of the range of Bree Corkin, it ain't meant to be caught.
You're right.
So, Chuck, you talked about that one out to center field to March. She's got it for out number 2. So we talked about the toughness of these baseball guys, and you need to get over there and let's that camera over on the baseball guys. You don't need to get their attention or any of that. No need to do that. But they were sitting down all spread out, and that wind come out, and they got their shorts on and short sleeve shirts, and now they've all snuggled up over there to stay warm, it looks like.
Trying to check each other's pockets for pizza, I guess. I don't know.
They snuggled. It's like, wait a minute, we tough. And they're bailing out now.
Yeah, they're going with the furry creature. I think that's the warmth in the bunch.
That one misses low, and oh no, there it is, a strike, a delayed strike that was called there. 0-2 here. 2-0, Wildcats lead it. You see it on our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard down at the bottom. That one back up the middle. Broussard's got it over to first in time for the out. And
watch the wires.
Yeah, I think Hilton. I'm stuck here. Right, that's what happened to it. It got Hilton a little bit earlier in this one. We're going to mute our audio and be back with you here in just a moment. We're back. Rick Corcoran is going to lead things off. Yeah, they announced there's a girl in the hot corner, and indeed she is. She handles third base very well. Pitching change for LSUA in this one. Spencer will come in there to pitch. We heard about her in our pregame as well. That is, let's see where she went. Taylor Spencer, number 21, now in the circle for LSUA.
First pitch in there for a strike.
Spencer rocks back and fires that one, and his pokes just foul into that netting prior to getting to the front door of the visitors' dugout over there.
Just a beautiful screenshot that you see there with this camera behind the plate. You know, it's beautiful nights. You ought to be out here.
You can always go back and watch the games. That's what we remind our folks to do. Go back and see it afterwards. That one misses down low. The game we did a couple of years ago with Coach Roberts, he told us that was the game film that he used. He went back and watched ours to see what it was. So he said he had to mute it. I was like, I don't blame you, Coach, but there you go.
Girls were laughing too much.
Indeed. So I wonder if this guy's ever going to learn softball. That one's up to shortstop. Got to hurry and get that one to go over to first and in time. So Corcoran grounds out to
That'll bring up the first baseman, number 27,
Defano at shortstop.
Bella.
Bella Howe, all she did was hit one over to the aquatic club over there.
My goodness, yes.
Wind blowing in. I took this so you can get an idea of the swirl of that wind, Chuck, that was going on. The flags are now wrapped around the flagpole. And that shows you, we talked and tried to describe as best we could the way that the wind was swirling. Well, that shows you how it was. Wrapped around like that old tetherball game, you know, when you get it wrapped around the pole there. Old Glory and the Wildcat flag in for the night, it appears.
Wrapped around there like I used to be in the tetherball game, because it seemed like they would wrap me up in the
that's right. Check swing down the line and into the bullpen area for LSUA. 2 balls and a strike. And that just shows you the power of Houck, as she was able to check swing that one and drive that down the line. Rocking back and firing is Spencer, and Houck ropes that over, and that's going to be just foul down the line, maybe an inch or two.
Barely.
You see Haley Primrose over there picking it up. She was a star in game 1, pitched a complete game, goes to 7-3 on the year for LSUA. We play bottom of the 3rd here. That one misses down low and fills things up at 3 balls and 2 strikes, 1 down. Taylor Spencer on the hill now, in relief of Martinez, who started this one. So a little bit of circle by committee.
3-2-1 across the board.
That one right up the middle. Diving stop, but not going to be able to get the runner going to first. But it was a tremendous effort there at second base by Hannah Harris.
Correction. Number 16,
by Bailey Layton. Jordan Doche now getting up there. Got a runner on for Doche with 1 out. Doche's been behind the plate for both games, and she just solid behind the dish for the Cats. That one misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Yep. Up and away. Bottom of the 3rd we play. You see that on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard, 2-0. Lady Cats lead this. Spencer's delivery, ground back to 3rd base. Over to 2nd in time, looking for a double play, but not going to get it. The play of the 3rd baseman, Chuck, in this game has been solid. It has been Corcoran and Giddens.
Number 15, Carly.
It really has been. She's done great on there. 3rd baseman on both teams, as a matter of fact.
Yep, Giddens for LSUA and Corcoran for LCU have been dynamite at third base. That one in there, strike one inside half of the plate. Kind of jammed in on. That one in there. 2 straight strikes, quickly ahead in the count. 0-2 is Spencer. Nothing at 2, the count here in this one, trying to hold LCU in check. Spencer rocks back and fires this one. Little check swing back to her. Soft throw over to first, and that will retire the side after 3 complete. LCU leads this one 3-0. We'll be back top of the 4th when we come back. Haley Primrose to lead things off in the top of the 4th. She is the Generals left fielder.
Generally speaking.
Broussard throws that one in there. Another nifty inning for Broussard. Last time she has thrown zeros since that 1 run she allowed. She gave up the 1 run in the top of the 7th, took the loss, moved her record to 4-6. Back out in the circle today and just dealing. Hammered way out in front
that's
of it.
That's going to hit the expressway.
That hits the expressway in weird fashion, and wow! Oh, almost it just made it across. Look, it looked like it's about. How would you like to be driving across and get hit with a softball?
This thing sounded like a
driving
moon rock.
That way.
It says an asteroid came out of the sky and hit the car.
Now, they came out and got the home run ball. They've gotten a lot of the other foul balls. I think that one will be picked up by the portable building folks tomorrow.
Yes. Either that or we'll see who they send out to play a game of Frogger.
It's a tough place to run across there.
Yeah.
My Broussard ahead in the count, 0-2 on Primrose. She likes to throw that off-speed stuff. Oh, she did that too, and that was a good-looking pitch in there. That's an off-speed that we talked to. That's her strikeout pitch that she's used a lot, is that changeup.
If they send somebody out there to get that ball, they must not be real high on the lineup card.
Wow. That one ground foul past a diving Corcoran and unable to get to it. My ears are warm at least. That's the ones under the headset.
I'm glad you clarified that, because I was fixing to say it's not because of any assistance I've given you.
It is under the headset. That's the best it gets. That one ground up the middle and a good base hit. 1-2 fastball is driven up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit for Primrose. Primrose was 1 for 3 with an RBI. A couple of strikeouts in that first game.
For a strike.
So Broussard gives up the base hit to lead things off with Primrose after a good at-bat, had her down 0-2. LSUA trying to chip away into this one, and that's another solid shot past the first baseman.
And there, thank you very much.
Yeah, Tanks folks over there barking it up.
That'll bring up number 60, Kylie Moody.
Kylie Moody stands in there, and all she did was have a base hit that scored a couple that tied things up at 4 in the 6th inning last game. Smashes this one over to second base. She'll be out at first, but that will move the runners up 60 feet. And now a base hit away from tying this are the LSUA Generals.
Now batting the designated player, number 13, Savannah Boyd.
Savannah Boyd has played in left field in game 1. She's a designated player in this one. Maya Broussard rocks and fires. That one misses. Rolling along in this one, already in the top of the 4th. Again, big shout out to the folks here at LCU that invited us. Said, hey, yeah, come on out and cover some Red River Rivalry action, and we're glad to do it. And that one missed somewhere over the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Broussard wanted that one. And Savannah says, look, I saw that was a ball, so I took it. 2-0 now, runners at second and third for the Cats. That one lifted left field, got it in there, tagging from third though. Boy, put a charge into that one. Great work. I mean, right on that one was Emma Hunt in left field. I'm telling you, Chuck, that wind just knocked it down.
It did. It really did.
Sacrifice fly, score the run. The runner from third does go home. 2-1 now in this one. Off-speed pitch to second is hit out. That will retire the side, but not before the Generals cut the lead in half. Here in this one with a sac fly to left after 3.5. Wildcats still lead at 2-1. They'll come up when we come back. Livy Coker stands in there ready to go to work. Little Big and Rich playing loudly in the background. Again, we don't own the rights to any of that music that plays. But if I did, wouldn't that be cool? I wouldn't need to be muted off of Facebook.
Well, that's true.
That one fouled back and out of play. 2-1, bottom of the 4th. Taylor Spencer in there now pitching. She came out and pitched that last inning for LSUA. These LSUA pitchers give up 4 runs in the first in game 1 and nothing else. That one down the line and foul. Gave up 2 runs in the first in this one and now nothing else as we play here in the 4th.
We are in the
bottom of the 4th.
There we go. Got my scoreboard finally updated.
There you go. 2-1. Nothing in 2 the count to Coker. Spencer rocks back and fires this one high. Fastball taken for ball 1. Well, you hear that wind just whipping, and we've got the little wind screen over the microphones and not doing a bit of good. That one also misses up and away out of the zone. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-1 the count here, bottom of the 4th. 2-1 the score.
Trivia question for you, Doug.
Oh,
you know
goodness, let's have it.
You know what the production guys call those windscreens that go over the mics that look like those?
Windscreens.
No.
No, well.
Dead cats.
Dead cats. That one right down the middle, taken for ball 3.
Because they look like just a piece of cat fur, or dead cats is just there and it just kind of blows in the wind.
Somewhere my 2 cats at home watching this broadcast are not pleased with that reference on there. Full count offering to Coker now coming up for Spencer. She rocks back and delivers this one, and that one is foul, spoils the payoff pitch, and we'll do it again. The rivalry is intense, but I'm telling you, there's not anything like being in the Fort or in H.O. West Fieldhouse for a basketball game between these two.
Yeah, you're right.
When fouled again, Coker continuing to battle up there.
And you was talking about that before, how it's not going straight back when we were at the baseball game the other day. It's kind of going off to the side. So
it is
just a little bit ahead or behind?
No, well, in that case, we're a little bit behind that one. That one more on it, just under it. So when you see that ball fouled straight back into the net from behind there, they've got that timing pretty good. Just missing it is what Coker's doing. That's why if you've got some other pitch in here, and Spencer's battling away with these fastballs, if you dare throw a little change up here, you might be able to get her out. Rocks back and fires this one. Does just that, and that is ball 4 low.
It was a good pitch to try to get her to chase it, but she was just up ready watching for it.
Did pull the string on that one, slowed it down just a little bit, and that's a tough take, but very effective. And a pinch runner.
Running at first base, number 20, Hannah Harrison. In the box for your Wildcats, the pitcher, number 3, Maya Broussard.
Maya Broussard will stand in there. Hannah Harrison on to run for
Kind of like this
LCU.
Got a good rhythm, good beat to it.
Indeed.
Talked about your opponent. Dum, 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 dum.
Oh, Chuck. It's Chuck at 446sports.com for all your all your needs to know there, your comments, your grief. There you have it. Broussard looking to help get that run back that she gave up in the top of the 4th. Broussard's been has thrown that ball well today. She's kept the Generals hitters off balance. But likewise for LSUA, just the 2-run shot by Houck, and that's been it. It's a ground ball foul again down that third base side. Again, we are glad that you have found this Red River Rivalry matchup. If you're watching it on Facebook, give us a follow out there. If you found your way over to YouTube, you can hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you a nickel, and you'll be updated every time we go live. Picked up about 30 subscribers today in this one as that ground ball from Broussard is pushed past the second baseman, and runners move up. The runner moves up 60 feet. Runners at first and second now after that base hit by Broussard.
Now batting the right fielder, number 38, Izzy Armin.
Izzy Armin, the right fielder for the Cats, stands in there. A little bit brewing here for LCU in the bottom of the 4th.
Like that name, Izzy.
That's right. Oh, a smash over to Giddens. Quickly back to first and out at first. Double play Boy, that's just
Wow,
big-time work by Amber Giddens at third base. The wherewithal to get it back over to first.
Great job. Great heads up.
Opportunity for our Southern Air Cool play of the game. We'll go back and dig those up. We'll watch that back and chop these up and get some highlights made for you. Our player of the game in game one was Haley Primrose. She stands in left field now, but went 7 innings, complete game, gave up the 4 runs in the first, but was able to shake that off and goose eggs the rest of the way. Boy, what a big time save by Giddens there. If that's down the line, that scores a 1 run for sure. There's a snap throw back down into second, not in time. And Chuck, that's just what you talked about earlier. Those catchers will zip throw down to second.
Indeed they will. And, I mean, accurate. They're like laser beams.
Spencer looks at the pitch on the armband, gets a call, and throws that one in there. And she's like, 1 is a strike. Let me throw a strike here.
Yep.
Does just that. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. We play in the bottom of the 4th. Cats had a golden opportunity washed away by that double play.
Outfield pushed way in.
Oh, goodness, they are playing in, trying to cut something off on that slap. And that evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good catch, Chuck, on that one. This infield is in, I mean, just over the cut of the grass, really, where the infield is stitched to the outfield.
Yeah.
That one misses outside, and a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Even more impressive now, or more important, was that double play a moment ago, as Taylor Spencer exhibiting a little bit of wildness on here.
Off the mark a bit.
See if she can come back and get this one. Rocks back and delivers. That one punched foul behind the plate. Good work back there. Look, this is one of those pitcher-batter matchups that you like to see. Another full count offering. Flag has found itself unfurled there. Can only imagine what the one by the riverfront looks like now.
Wow, yeah.
She really dances in the wind. That one misses outside, but another throw back down to second. Well, that's one of those you think could take off towards third base
Right. She's starting
on that
to.
throw behind you.
Fielder number 1, Lexi Marsh.
Two outs, base runners on first and second. Lady Wildcats here trying to see if they can do a little more damage here.
One misses down low and nobody going.
Third baseman playing up, and shortstop had to run over and cover third just in case. Ball 1.
Look, that's one thing that Chuck, that I see that is so solid about the college game, the high school game, softball-wise, is fundamentals. They have every bit fundamentally down. That one smashed foul again near that Wildcat dugout. Some of the energy out of that Wildcat dugout is gone from that earlier game. Remember, they were dancing and clapping and cheering on every go, and doubleheader action is getting them down. They're waking up a little bit over there.
Lower 20 age girls, maybe teenage, they probably are looking for some more food right now.
Right, I don't blame them there. That one over to third base again, and Giddens collects that and just eases on into the circle nonchalantly, like, hey, been there, done that. That will retire the side for the Wildcats after 4 complete. They still lead it 2-1, top of the 5th when we come back.
Now batting number 22, Amber Giddens.
Amber Giddens, who started that double play and then finished off with smash. She has been solid at the hot corner as Corcoran. Those two have battled. That one lifted out to left field, coming up trying to get to it and not able to get there. And going to hustle her way into second base. That's the second time, Chuck, that we have seen Emma Hunt try to dive or go get one and miss it on there. But let me tell you what, the effort is what I like to see out of 17 here. She is doing a great job going after it, but good hustle around the way by Giddens. Giddens working her way towards a potential Quibitos Player of the Game award. She has been rock solid at third and there at the plate as well. Maya Broussard, one of those candidates for the Quibitos Player of the Game. That one is smashed to third base. Running around now, it's good. Oh, it would have held up but bobbled there by Hunt, and that's going to bring Giddens all the way in, Chuck, and we're knotted at 2.
Goodness.
It's a good piece of hitting and continuing to fight. So
Second baseman, Bailey
LSUA, again, Chuck told you they're receiving votes in the top 25 poll. Everybody's chasing the Olu Saints. But, well, this LSUA team, this LCU team, both having great seasons. Generals would like nothing more than to come in here and sweep at Wildcat Park. That bunt is there. Good looking bunt. Diving head first into first, unable to get there, but it does advance the runner to second. One down, runner at second. That is the go-ahead run. And
now batting the catcher, number 38, Maddie Baker.
Maddie Baker stands in there. Boy, all Maddie did was knock one off the top of the wall in game one. She flat crushed it. I'm not saying she's due for another one here, but boy, you got to be careful if you're Maya Broussard. That one's lifted. Oh, just past the hands of the diving second baseman. Coming up firing into home and taking second on the throw is Baker. So not as loud by any means as that double she had to lead the game off in game one, but a double nonetheless, just over the outstretched hands that time. And I mean, she had a great look at it, did Hannah Harrison.
She did, and you know, you saw the right fielder trying to make a charge in, but it was falling. And second baseman was darting out there herself to try to get there just a little bit beyond her reach. A great place shot.
Yep, that's correct.
First pitch in there for a ball.
That one smacked foul over there, and that one went inside the dugout.
Lovely.
How about that?
Dugout shot.
Run in the fourth and a run in the fifth for LSUA, and they've tied this thing up. 2 runs in the bottom of the first on that home run by Hauk. Led to the Wildcats 2 runs. Again, just hammering that Wildcat dugout out in front of the pitch. That's why you don't, you got to be careful. Primrose has just been so solid. She was our player of the game in game one, did that in the circle, is now playing out in left field. One's lifted to third base, but coming around at second base and getting that one.
Shortstop.
Short, yeah, that's what easy for me to say.
Number 44, Haley.
Was the flex, Haley Vetrano, coming around and grabbing that one. And Broussard, 1 out now away from getting out of this one. Needs to see what she can do here. A timely base hit by the Generals, and they can go back on top. That one in there, strike 1. Again, can't thank all of those that have joined us enough for doing this. Looking forward to doing a little more Red River Athletic Conference softball. First week of May is a tournament brought to you by LSUA and LCU. They got together We're back earlier when I guess last year, started talking with the athletic directors, Tyler Unziker and Rainey Mason. Tyler over at LSUA and Rainey here at LCU. Barry Roberts and those guys all starting to work towards putting that conference tournament here. You know, the conference tournament was hosted in basketball out at the Coliseum. They had that as well.
They did. They did indeed.
So LSUA and LCU do a great job of getting conference action here in Central Louisiana, and we couldn't be more thankful for those guys and the work that they do.
A couple of quick, close pitches there being called balls. It seemed to have rattled the LCU's pitcher now.
Yeah, Broussard looking back at that glove, at the armband and throws that one down low again, and that loads them up with 2 down. So she's an out away from getting out of the inning.
That'll bring up number 16, Kylie Moody.
Kylie Moody, a couple of big base hits today. And what you see over there getting loose, number 41, Morgan Louvier. You'd like to keep it here and give her an opportunity to get in this one. If you're LSUA, you've got to go out here and get something done here. That misses ball 1. We're tied at 2, top of the 5th we play. Big opportunity for both teams. If you're Maya Broussard, whatever you do, you got to throw you a little ground ball, get it out here, pop fly, whatever it is. Throws that one in for the strike and evens the count at 1-1. And Moody, Chuck, has just been hanging in there. She was that base hit that scored a couple that tied it early, her first game, and then had an RBI back earlier in this one.
She did, and yeah, just bases loaded to the right.
That one misses low and away, 2 balls and a strike. Chuck's gonna quit answering the phone when I call him about coming out and doing, hey, I got an idea, I said. That one misses low, 3 balls and a strike, and Maya is you can see the frustration on her from that one. Takes a little walk back to the back of the circle, and now gets back on toes of rubber, ready to go. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 down, nowhere to put her. That one in there for a strike, evens the count. Runners will be off and going. Encouragement coming in, yeah. Broussard checks that sleeve signal, and that ground ball is over to second base where it's handled into first in time. And Maya Broussard pitches out of a jam. She does surrender a run, but it could have been a lot worse. After 4.5, Generals, Wildcats, knotted at 2 when we come back.
Baseman number 24,
Bree Corcoran will lead things off here again. It has been a battle of third baseman in this one. Bree Corcoran, Amber Giddens doing such work at the hot corner today for both of these squads. We'll see what Corcoran's able to do, leading things off the bottom of the 5th. 5th inning is an inning that saw this game get tied up at 1 apiece. That one misses high from Spencer. promptly. Oh, backhanded stab, unable to get there, still throwing. What a play there by the second baseman. It's going to go as a base hit on there. But I'm telling you, Chuck, that was just good work by Bailey Layton.
27, Bella.
Yes, I mean, just to lay there on that belly and still trying to throw it over there, that was really awesome. Dedicated to see the play through.
Bella Houck has accounted for the only 2 runs in this game. Back in the first, she hit one over that center field wall. The wind was blowing in, kind of like it is right now. Runner at first, kind of like it is right now. That one misses down low from Spencer. Coach Roberts coming out and not sure what he's talking about here. We need to get the coaches mic'd up at one point.
Why?
I don't know.
If I could occasionally, or make sure I muted it.
Now running at first base is number 20, Stella Shaw.
Stella Shaw in there running at first base. Good piece of work there by Corkin, but they'll get her back, get her glove ready, and get her going. Houck stands in there again. That wind is just whipping in from center field. Has knocked down a lot of softballs. Won't knock that one down as it's a worm burner through the turf. And that gets runners at first and second. A worm burner, he said.
Worm burner.
Base knocks will bring up the catcher, number 16, Jordan Doche.
Jordan Doche will stand in there. Number 16, she is the Wildcat catcher. Little action brewing here now in the bottom of the 5th after surrendering the lead, looking to grab it back here in the bottom 5. That one hammered down, and it's going to be in there for a base hit. Coming around is Shaw. Coach Roberts is holding his runner here, and that is an RBI double for Doche. That'll get that dugout hyped up over there.
Absolutely, and it should.
Boy, what a big time smash down the line, and we saw it was about a foot fair. We've seen a number of them down that line, Chuck, that have went just foul, but well placed. Runners at second and third now.
Air horn time.
That one again. Oh, beautiful moving stab by Giddens from her knees. Throws it out, and what a play over there, Amber Giddens. Oh, baby, what a play.
Indeed.
Wow. Saved a couple of runs from scoring there. And I mean, the wherewithal, Chuck, to just throw from her knees and get that out.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Back in the box for the Wildcats, number 13, Libby Coker.
Coker stands in there, ready to go to work. Runners at second and third now following. I'm still, look, it's going to be fun to go back there and chop up these highlights. I hope our cameraman had them. Our cameraman always has them.
Let's hope.
Let's hope so. That's right.
I don't know how Mr. Wilson did today.
Wind continues to whip. It's now blowing right to left, right towards the expressway from H.O. West Fieldhouse to give you a little bit of a bearing for the way that it's going. Down low, 2 balls, no strikes. Wildcats snatch the lead back here. It is 3-2, bottom 5. Kind of an off-speed pitch there. Handled there, looking the runner back to first. Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you, this has been some work being done at third base.
Absolute show.
The pitcher, number 3, Maya Broussard.
Maya Broussard stands in there. Look, I am a fan of the third base play here at that we've seen tonight. Corkin and Giddens have put on a show. That one lifted foul and back over those bleachers near the batting cage that is back there as you walk into your left.
Yep, there's one back there.
through that one. And really the first pitch that we've seen contact not made in a long time. These ladies have been fouling it off or putting it in play, and the defenses have just been so solid.
Yeah, that one was a bit low. Could have laid off that one, I believe, got the ball.
Quickly, 0-2 though. Outer half misses away, ball 1. Can't be fun at the old ball game, is what he said.
Absolutely.
Spencer rocks back and fires this one. Ground ball to shortstop, handled there. Over to first in time, and that will retire the side, but not before the Wildcats scratch back that run that they gave up in the top of the 5th after 5 complete. LCU back on top, 3-2 when we come back. Savannah Boyd will lead things off. Pitching change in the circle for the Cats. Opelousas' own Morgan Louvier will stand in there, ready to go to work. She wears number 41, and very, very solid in the circle for LCU. Trying to hang on to that 1-run lead as they play in the 6th. Misses up and away. The Generals, though, have shown that they can battle back in this one. They came all the way back from a 4-1 deficit to win 5-4. Coach Barry Roberts trying to hang on to this one and split this series. One pushed back foul, evens the count of the ball and a strike. Chuck, again, we told you these two teams will go back at it 2 weeks from now, the 16th, out at LSUA.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of Tuesdays from now, that one pushed out there, but the second baseman comfortably goes out and gets that one.
A basket-style catch, but did well.
That is Coker out at second base. It went back and got that one. And Louvier, the one thing you want to do, Chuck, when you take a lead here is get up and get a clean inning out of this. At a game that these pitchers have been solid. I mean, only, 5 runs in this one through 5 innings of play. We play in the 6th, 3-2. Cats lead this one, and it was only 5-4 last game.
Yeah.
So a couple of low-scoring contests for sure.
Hard-fought battles between the two squads.
And you know it was. No matter what is going to happen, anytime the Generals and the Wildcats, I mean, they could be playing checkers, and it'd be a packed house, and they would be ready to battle.
Underwater basket weaving.
Indeed. Louvier set on this one, rocks back and delivers this one. Got to think that wind that gusts right behind the back of these pitchers is blowing that pitch just a little bit. You know, that ball goes in there, but you've got I mean, this has got to be gusting to about 40 miles an hour tonight.
It's whipping good.
And that will have an effect on that softball as it makes its way in. Didn't affect that strike right down Main Street.
Well, made some adjustment to it to correct for it.
And the problem is that swirl and that gust.
start and stop any point in time.
That one lifted foul. It's like Woody Harrelson said, or Wesley Snipes said in White Men Can't Jump. Out here, the wind can move the ball a little to the left or to the right. So if you remember that, it's when, from one of the opening scenes in that one.
One of my favorite setups on the scoreboard, 3-2-1.
That's right. Olivier rocks back and fires this full count offering. It is smashed over to first base and handled there nicely.
A line out to the first baseman will bring up number 22, Amber Giddens.
Sound like she had that recording on fast forward.
Ready to go. Bella Hauk with that play over at first base. Quickly 2 up and 2 down for the Generals in the top of the 6th. Louvier rocks back and fires another one. That one misses just outside. Oh, what a beautiful day it was for softball. Turned into just a beautiful night. That one fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the another Lady Indians played Gina today.
Okay, how'd that end up?
I do not know yet. I
Did
haven't
not know.
checked that score.
Menard boys were well out in front in their game, 12-0. Grace in Rapides was postponed tonight.
Menard also had a girls softball game tonight.
They did have softball. We'll try to get that for you. That one lifted out of play and foul. That'll keep it here. They'll repeat the 1-2 offering.
I know that Togue has a game tomorrow, St. Joseph Academy.
That's right.
They're playing.
St. Joseph's out of Plocheville,
That's
Louisiana. How about that?
And then Buckeye has a tournament this weekend there in Wartville.
Yes, they do. In fact, is that the Canes tournament?
That
Is
is.
that what that is?
You are correct.
That starts Friday, I think.
Deuces across the board. It does. Friday, Saturday.
Louvier checks the armband, rocks back for the 2-2 offering and delivers. And that one is lifted, but second base. Coker's got it again, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Generals here. Louvier comes in and does exactly what she was asked to do. We'll move to the bottom of the 6th, see if the Cats can add anything on here when we come back. Izzy Armand leads things off, and she promptly puts this one, backhanded play over to first.
Wow.
What a, they're calling that foul? No, called it out. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It was right here. What a tremendous play out on the diamond.
That'll bring up the left fielder, number 17, Emma Hunt.
That's Boyd that is on there. We saw her in left field. That is Savannah Boyd.
Okay. In the circle?
In the circle for the Generals.
Yeah, Blue wasn't getting best ump of the year award after that call.
Well, in a close play
bad.
like that, half the folks ain't gonna like it and half
You're
of
right.
them are.
You're right. I mean, not talking bad about it. Just
No, I know.
You
You
just hear the chatter of people like, oh. But yeah.
I promise you, everywhere in America, every play that is made at first base or any base that's close, you're going to hear half groans and half attaboys. And look, it'll change on the next play, too.
Absolutely.
The folks that were attaboy and we're going to be, come on, Blue, what are you watching?
Yeah.
We posted one of those little cartoons the other day on our 446 Sports Facebook page about umps in between innings.
Yeah.
And going over there. So, yeah, that was fun. Go back and check that out. Give us a follow on our Facebook if you have not done so already. We'd appreciate that, and you'll know every time that we go live. We do it a little over 300 times a year now. How do we? Goodness gracious.
Yes, we do.
Goodness gracious. We'll be back at Buffalo Wild Wings this Sunday.
Really?
Had the Sunday off. Lexi Marks leads off. She is the leadoff hitter for the Wildcats, center fielder. Just very speedy out there. Tries to lay this bunt down. I don't think that wasn't one of those run-throughs. She was trying to get that ball onto the ground, and Coach Roberts wants an insurance run. He wants one more here.
Yeah, you see everybody converging up.
Yeah, that is Amber Giddens at third base. That just is about halfway and comes up charging when the pitch is thrown also.
I'm sure she'd love to glove one that's just even so slightly popped up.
1-1 offering coming in from Boyd. That one is bunted. And look, coming up and fielding it. Are you Kelly throws it down the line too. Oh goodness.
That may score one.
Hustling home. Gonna be a play at the plate, sliding in, not in time, and there's that insurance run. And Marks does it and she ends up at third base on that. Boy, Giddens had it played perfectly, but just threw it away down the line.
Runner's on third now,
Sure,
right?
yeah, the catcher coming out now. Home is talking a little bit to LSUA's coaches there, and they're going over and consoling Giddens. But look, Bree Corcoran now stands in there ready to go, the counterpart to Giddens. At short, at third, you can't take anything away from Giddens at all. She is just so solid. Boyd rocks back and delivers this one. Corcoran quickly hammers it out to center field in front of Jones. That'll score another run. And it is quickly 5-2 in this one. And you can sense the momentum because you've got Louvier in the circle for the Wildcats. And she made quick work of that. Bella Houck stands in there, who has been solid at first base. She's accounted for 2 runs. She had that 2-run home run back in the first. Let's take a look at it, Chuck.
Can you see it?
Right there it was.
All right, football fella.
That's right.
Spoil you on some of the fancy things I've done,
and look at there.
Expect it everywhere.
Wait till we're gonna have drone coverage this year. It's gonna be a good season. Drone coverage, on-field coverage, whatever coverage. You get a camera, and you get a camera. Everybody gets a camera. 1-1 offering, fouled off and held on to back there. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Only 1 away. Base runner on first.
Bottom of the 6th we play. You see it in the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard down in the left-hand corner. That one up.
Holy moly.
And over the head of Primrose. Corcoran Houck continuing to hammer the softball. She's in there with the double. And Houck just, this is how we do it. She is.
That was nice, Doug. That was nice. Held on to that one for a little bit, eh?
Indeed, been waiting on it. Indeed we have. LCU just starting to open this one up. Albeit just, is it 5-3? Chuck, goodness. A couple of runs here, but
5-2.
5-2, that's correct. Okay, I thought it was I thought it was the 3-run lead. But that 2 that's up on the board, there's a light out.
Yeah.
Smoked past Giddens, and that's a fair ball. 1 run is coming around. Hauk is gonna come around and she's gonna score. And that is a 2-run double. Good piece of hitting right there by Doche. Doche has been just as solid as anybody.
Golly.
It's another double down the line for Jordan Doche, which will bring up the
I know they'd love to have this going in that
15
latter part of that first game, but
Right.
I know they've got to be thrilled that it's rocking right now for them.
Indeed it is, and I think we'll get an opportunity to talk to head coach Barry Roberts after this one. That one ground to second base. Going to be fielded and out at first, second out of the inning. 6-2, a 3-run outburst here in the third. You say outburst, it's still a crooked number. But in this type of game, and Louvier on the hill, in the circle rather, showing my baseball roots.
Yeah.
Livy Coker in there ready to go to work.
It's like Billy the other day when we were out there going softball, he kept calling it the bump. And I was like, no, that's not the bump.
That's correct. And he's a softball dude.
Yes.
Billy's done a good job for us this year. We appreciate the work that he comes in and does. Spots us in relief, called that Oak Hill J.S. Clark championship for us in basketball. J.S. Clark won that one. 7-2. 1 run in the 5th, 4 runs here in the bottom of the 6th. And that gives LCU a 7-2 lead. Good sounding pitch there, and Savannah wanted that one. It's just been hard hitting by Hauk and by Doche. They both have really done well.
Kind of waiting from one of those Leslie Nielsen on the naked gun where he's in there going, ball? Strike?
Yeah, that was a classic. Oh, you see those pine trees just swaying in the distance. For those big things to be moving, you know that wind is getting it. Smashed again, and that's going to bring another run in. Nearly a play at first, but well, the wheels have fallen off for LSUA in this one. It's 5 runs, 6th inning, makes it 8-2.
Now batting for the Wildcats, number 3, Maya Broussard.
Maya Broussard will stand in there. Coach Roberts looks like he may be going to the pen. They're going to the bench as well. Don't know if he's going to have somebody bat for Broussard. No, he doesn't do it. May have a runner out there.
So according to my weather watch here,
Yes.
13 miles an hour northwest winds.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Gusts to 30 miles an hour.
Okay, now I'll believe that.
Yes.
But I don't know. So it's been steady at 30 most of the way.
I would venture to say that steady at 13 and the gusts. I think that's about right, honestly.
Well, of course, it's your watch.
Well, I'm also the one that has to read weather reports, too, for the aviation stuff.
I guess so. That one over there fouling out a play down the third base line.
Don't chicken out on me now.
Yeah, but I'm the one that looks at the trees and says, it's windy.
Yes.
So
yes,
there. Well, nothing like a 6-run inning.
So there.
Nothing like a 6-run inning to get that dugout going back for LCU. There was a little bit of a lull in between second and third innings, but a 5-run inning here in the 6th will do things for you. That one smoked foul behind Coach Roberts. Yeah, if there's a way to get Coach Roberts out here after the game, and maybe Bella Hauk out here also.
out. She did.
Nick says he would like to see the replay, so how about that?
Yeah.
He wants to see the instant replay as well.
Go back and scrub through them, my big boy.
He can see all the replay he wants to.
Keep the volume up loud, too. You'll enjoy it. Got her. Got her on that one. That's going to wrap up the
4 hits, 1 error, and
sixth.
1 left on base.
5 runs come across in that one on 4 hits. And you've got Louvier in the circle for LCU. You got to like your chances on there. But the Generals are going to be coming up fighting. Chip and a chair is all you need in this game. We'll see what happens. We'll be back for the top of the 7th right after this. Back to action we go here. Maya Broussard returns to the hill. No, she doesn't. She returns to the circle. So you got me billied out here.
Wow, yes.
You got me billied.
Which has some pretty good cracklings and boudin.
Right. Brand new billies opening up at the road where you get off of. Oh, there's a slide smash next to a diving Corcoran. And that's the way you want to get things going here. Get a lead-off base hit. No, you take that right to get onto 190 off of 49, and there's that right there at Opelousas. And that's the home of the original Billies. And they're building a Billies down there. So that's that big building they're building is Billy's big building.
If I just knew somebody at Pineville that could maybe coax them up to coming here.
I don't know that they're coming up here. This is Quibido's territory up here, my friend.
Right. You are absolutely right.
Goodness gracious.
But it would just, they serve some different things.
This is Quibido's country up here, my friend.
Never mind. Okay, I'll just hush it.
Right. Nothing in 1 here. Broussard delivers this one. That's an off speed. This time, Corcoran's got it. Gets the lead runner there at second base.
Staying on.
And no, they're calling. Yeah, so staying on the plate. So we're going to come out and talk about that and say, wait a minute, you sure that?
That's his player. I don't understand that.
Well, because he was thinking that it was safe, and so he's wanting to get an opportunity for the second base, for the field umpire to go back and talk to first. So he came out because his player, he's saying stay on there and let's get a ruling to see if he's out or safe. Because it looked like on that double play, might have got off of there a little bit early, but it all happened bang bang over there, and the out is called. And that's all you want to do is just hey, let's get a second opinion on that.
Did you have a set of eyes on it? Yeah.
That's all they want. 1 down here, top of the 7th. We play Broussard back on to try to close this one out.
And I get it where the umpire is. He's in the right position.
That one just a little poke of the bat. Got that in between the shortstop and third baseman. Hunt is going to have that back in. And runners at first and second, so a little bit brewing. In this one?
Not here at LC anymore.
Oh, 1 down here, top of the 7th. LCU trying to hang on and split this doubleheader. I can't, Chuck.
Too soon.
Wind is continuing. You said 13?
13 continuous.
I don't think so, Chuck. Broussard throws that one in there and grounded foul. A near good play made, but nothing in 2.
by the
So
LSU.
Louvier came in and pitched to just, what was it, 1-2 batters?
3. She came in for the whole inning.
Did she? Okay. That one lifted foul, a big looping cut at that one.
Might have to stand on their tippy toes and talk on the microphones.
Right. One ball, 2 strikes. See it on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard down the lower left-hand corner. Broussard back on trying to close this one out. So she's not in line for the save, Chuck, because of the lead that's here. She's in line for the win. That would have been interesting if it was a closer game and she was in line for the win and the save.
That would be.
It'd be very interesting. I'd have to go back and research that a little bit. 2-2 lifted out of play and foul back behind nearest the frontage road to the expressway. And we'll repeat the 2-2 count. Guys, if you joined us in this one, first time that you found 446 Sports, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate that. We'll be back as LSUA and LCU bring you Red River Athletic Conference Championship Conference Tournament action the week of May 1st through 5th. Right out here at Wildcat Park, and Ward 10 is where those games will be. Again, lifted foul. Nifty at bat here, just not wanting to go and finish this thing up. Yeah. 8-2. Wildcats lead this one. 1 run in the 5th, 5 runs in the 6th. Have got us to where we're at here, 8-2. LSUA takes game 1, 5-4. That one lifted up. That's going to stay on the infield. Houck's going to get that one.
Okay, I got a quick question for you.
Let's have it.
When did you set the end time for this broadcast?
I don't know, Chuck. Did it go away?
No.
Okay. I set it for like 11 o'clock, I thought.
You got it.
I think so.
You thought so, you did. Just wanted to see.
Put the Grace Christian on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 down here,
Yeah.
top of the 7th. Broussard looking to end things here. Throws a little off speed inside that just stays inside. This is one of those you'd like to fight and battle and scrap and come back, and you just almost like to get it over with and wrap this one up.
Depends on who you ask.
Depends on who you ask. That one smoked down the line. That's going to come up with that one and not allow the runner to go any further than third base, but the bases are loaded. Let me tell you how interesting it would get with a couple of base hits in a row here.
Tell me.
Kylie Moody stands in there ready to go. The volume went down on the PAs.
I think the
out
mic's
here.
out. I think it's lost its charge.
Ah, the one up there.
Ours, yeah.
That one in there for strike 1.
You notice the popping has stopped, so it's got to be in that.
Indeed. It hung in there for a while, though.
It did. It's got a good little battery life on it.
Blue lights flashing behind us. The campus security making their rounds.
1-1, 2 outs. Ducks on the pond.
Boy, a base hit here would make things interesting, wouldn't it? Interest is over with there. There's a ground out to second base, and that is the ball game. LCU will wrap things up in this one and split this doubleheader. And I don't think, besides asking the 2 teams, I don't think you could have asked for a better result in here to see this split, because how interesting is it going to make things on April the 16th when they come back around here?
Yeah, I completely agree. It's going to they're coming back here. They're
No,
they
go to LSUA is where they'll go.
So it's going to be interesting. There's going to be a little bit of pride in your own hometown.
Indeed, it is.
And who knows what's going to happen at that point, because I mean, they're going to look at this, they're going to take something away from it, and then come back at it again with a different focus and probably some different pitching strategies going into it.
Yep, Broussard's going to get the win. She'll move to 5-6. on the season. So she gets the win and the loss on the day. That's interesting on there. But these two teams are playing well. Both of them will be in, we believe, in the conference tournament at the end of the district play or the conference play. So we're excited about that. Hope to have an opportunity to talk to Coach Barry Roberts and to Bella Houck, and we'll see. We've got a number of the players coming out here. I don't think they're all coming. They're just coming out here to say hi to us, I think is what's happening out there.
Much appreciation.
Right. We'll see if we can get Coach Barry Roberts out here, and we'll visit with him just a little bit. He'll go address his team that you see there in front of you, and what a game it was tonight, both that big inning there. And, you know, Chuck, we talked about it. You open up and you get some runs in a game. It took a lot of the pressure off of that. You know, if there was a 1 or 2 run lead and the bases were loaded there, it would have been a lot more drama to it, a lot more interesting on there, but able to go in there, and Broussard was able to throw her pitches and do that. But a tremendous performance by all of the pitching in here. It was that 2-run home run by Houck that really started things off. Give me your assessment, Chuck, of the doubleheader here today.
I tell you, it's a lot of fun. You know, just like the weather changed from hot and steamy and just unbearable to a point at the very beginning to cooling off, I guess so goes LSUA. They start out firing out and doing well, coming back from a deficit, just on fire and taking care of the first game, and just really just kind of cooled off in the second game. And the Wildcats just kind of, that flame started just igniting for them, and they had a great inning there put together. What was it, a 5-run inning?
5-run inning in the 6th,
and
yeah.
Just had a great outing on the second one. So, you know, they said, okay, you can take those brooms that you have and go put them up because you're not sweeping us.
And you know, you start out with a 4-run first in game 1, and that's all that you get. You could a couple of runs across, and you wondered if that was going to happen again. But boy, the pitching of Broussard, the pitching was just so solid today. Yeah. The defensive play, the play over at third base, both third basemen today were really, really solid in this. Pitching was there, defense was there, base running was there. Man, you couldn't have asked for a more well-played game between the two of them.
Yeah, I completely agree. And, you know, what a big boost for these Lady Wildcats to take care of business with a LSUA team that's, you know, getting some top national rankings.
They're right. They call that, when you see in parentheses of RV, so you go, all of the sports writers around the NAIA are able to vote, and they vote for the top 25. And the top 25 vote getters, well, they're the top 25, so that goes without saying. Yeah. I don't have to explain that to you. But those that have the leftover votes, that's like the remainder, all right, in your division. That's like the remainder in the long division. You're able to receive votes, and that means, hey, we might be at 26th or 27th or 29th or somewhere around there. So we'll see if Noel gets the word down to Coach Roberts to come out and see us out here, or he might be coming out to the truck. I don't know.
He might be. He may just come for a jog around the outside and hop up in the back of the truck with us.
He doesn't have anybody like Coach Brown does to drive him out here in the little buggy.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
I don't think so, Doug.
Yeah.
So, but it's been a tremendous day out here at Wildcat Park. We're just as excited as we can be to bring you LCU and LSUA softball, Red River Athletic Conference. Tried to get a couple of these teams out here, and because we know that the tournament is going to be here the first week of May. It is co-hosted between LSUA and LCU. Not sure if he's going to make it out here, so let's go ahead and wrap it up, and we'll visit with him at another time. Chuck, I believe, let's see
what this is.
Yep, he's going to make his way out here.
Awesome. It's just going to be him, it looks like.
That's okay. We'll take that out here. This is when the coaches most of the time will jog out here, but yep, here he comes. He's got his stat sheet that he's bringing with him. Noel did a great job, so he's not going to have to get on his tiptoes out here. Chuck, this is not so bad. Look, I feel like I'm fishing. Is what I feel like. This is good stuff.
Let me go to another camera while we're trying to get this.
There you go. See, this is what's going on here. It's like I'm fishing out here now. We got head coach Barry Roberts joining us out here tonight under the headset. There he goes. That ought to get it set there. Coach,
Yes,
can you
sir.
hear us okay?
Yes, sir. I hear you fine.
There you go. First of all, Coach, thanks for allowing us to come out here and be a part of Red River Athletic Conference softball between this Red River rivalry. And what a day it was.
Yep, it's an exciting day, and you guys add a lot to that, and we appreciate you being here.
Well, it was a lot of fun. Tell the two games, you guys jumped out to 4 runs in the first and kind of shut it down. Primrose did a good job. Take me through that first game a little bit and what you saw in that.
Well, we had scouted her, and she is very good. She's having a great year. And in that first inning, she was exactly what our scouting report had shown. Our kids stayed with their game plan, and then I kind of feel like we might have gotten a little bit greedy maybe, and we got away from our game plan and started chasing some pitches that are intended to be
We can hear you. You're okay. We can hear you.
They're intended to be chase pitches, and we started chasing them rather than laying off of them.
Right.
Kind of let her get in a groove when we could have got her out of the game probably if we stayed with our game plan.
It looked like when there was the out that was made at home on the runner over here from third base. I guess that was Emma that was out at home.
Yeah.
Maybe or maybe not should have went there. That looked like it turned a little bit of the momentum too.
Yeah, it did. It did. That was just a hiccup with base running. Emma's a great base runner.
Phenomenal, yes.
Yeah, she leads our conference in several base running statistics, and just had a little hiccup there. And yes, it did turn momentum.
It did. But you guys turned it around. Is everything you do between LCU and LSUA is going to do that? You move into the second game there. Bella launches one out of here, and it just got out of here on a shot right there. Maya came in and just threw the ball well. That second base, the second game, just solid.
Yeah, we played a lot better in the second game, and again, I think we kept our focus on our game plan and our approach, and were able to score some runs and get hits when we needed hits. You know, that first game we left a lot of runners on base. In that second game, we were able to drive them in and score them. And I thought we played a more complete game. And, you know, that bunch is well coached. They're great players. And, you know, this is going to be like this for a little while. And, you know, I just talked to our kids. You know, you take away from this day, it's kind of like a split. But then when you get to figuring out, well, who's ahead, we probably won today because of the run differential. That's
That's what they'll go off
yep,
on.
Yep,
well, and the beauty of it sets up, and we talked on the air about this on the 16th. It sets up a pretty good, intriguing matchup.
It'll be another showdown, and you know, their team will come ready to play, and ours will come ready to play, and whoever executes that game plan is going to probably walk away from there with the wins. But I did tell our kids, you know, our most important 2 games are Saturday against Southwest. They're struggling a little bit, but they've given us fits. Chris does a good job with those kids down there, and they'll come in here ready to play and anxious to win. And if we don't take care of business on Saturday,
then the 16th
is not near as important.
Matter.
And nor is today, for that matter.
You've coached a long time. You've done it here in the United States. You've done some international stuff as well. We know that. The play of both of these third basemen tonight is just phenomenal. Corcoran there and Giddens there. Yeah. Speak on that just a little bit.
Well, first off, both of them are class individuals.
Right.
You know, Amber's one of my favorite kids in the whole wide world, and Corky's the same way. They just come to work every day, and the work they put in shows on the field. And when they make good plays, you're always happy for them. Whether that's Amber making one for them,
right,
or Corky making one for us, you're happy for them because you know they deserve that. And Amber is a great player and a great person, and so is Bree.
Look, it was fun to watch. There's no doubt about that. Coach, thank you for having us out. We're going to talk to Bella for just a moment and visit with her. I think
Oh, there she
Yeah,
is.
she does. She's just not wasn't wanting to get in there and invade that, Coach. But we're excited. Can't wait to get back out here with you guys.
And hope we see you guys at the conference tournament.
Oh, you absolutely will. There's no doubt about that.
Awesome.
There's no doubt. I wouldn't miss that for anything.
Thank you, Doug.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Bella. I'm gonna stand right here. Yep, I'm gonna stand right here so you won't talk bad about me.
And that's a good idea.
Look, so the nerves were there until you told her that, Coach. Does he have a way of doing that, relaxing you?
No.
No, not at all. Bella Haug joins us here, and tremendous shot to start things off with that big 2-run home run. Take me through that at-bat.
Yeah, so we already had our approach made before the game, and so I knew I was going to be going in there, swinging at the first strike I got, and just so happened to go over the fence.
Looking into the wind, too, that was a shot. It would have been out. You saw a couple others get knocked down, but that one, it ends up over there by the Aquatic Center over there. So it was definitely a shot. Take me through what this rivalry means. And it's a lot of fun between LCU and LSUA, but getting geared up for this, you don't have to be motivated to play this one. Tell me about your experience on it.
Yeah, so, I mean, ever since I've been here, we've had a big rivalry with LSUA, and it just makes it fun. Off the field, we're friends, but on the field, it's a different story. And I think that's what really motivates us is, we're from the same city, but again, it just all in good fun, really.
Indeed it is, and we've seen that rivalry in basketball. We've seen it in a lot of other sports that are out there, but this was just a lot of fun out here tonight. We were talking on the air, too, about it was good offense, there was good defense, there was good pitching. This is just fun to watch. How do you not get caught up in it and say, look, we've got to play this game?
Yeah, so we actually talked before the game, not making games bigger than what they are. This is our highest energy game. Both teams are scrappy. Both teams are good every single year. And so I think we just talk to each other, deep breaths. Don't make this bigger than what it is. We have 2 more shots at them and probably in postseason too. So, it's just being there for each other, doing what we know how to do, and that's it.
Coach Roberts told us one thing about these games, about not losing sight of Saturday's game in Southwest. And how do you stay emotionally high and go in there and take care of business on Saturday?
Yeah, so I think it's really easy to get caught up in the wins and losses. It's really important that we bring the same energy to Southwest. That game's just as important as this one, even though it's not a rivalry, But again, it's just doing what we know how to do and coming out here just excited to be here. We have only a few games left, so last few games with some of our seniors, so just being there for each other, having fun, and enjoying it while we can.
There you go, Bella. Thank you for joining us out here. Great job on the home run in the game all together, and we look forward to seeing you guys more before that conference tournament as well. So thank you.
Thank you.
There you go, Bella Haug joins us here on the wrap-up show. Great work. As always, it's been a lot of fun being out here tonight. Chuck had a great time between the sun, between the wind, between the dark. It's been a great time to be out at Wildcat Park. The Red River rivalry is in the books, and we'll do that as well. So, Chuck, closing thoughts for us.
I was just going to say, you're talking about all those things. I said, at least there was no rain, sleet, or snow. But, the hot and the cold, that's cool. I can deal with that.
We can handle that.
I just did not want the rain or sleet or snow. So.
Nope, indeed it wasn't. So, guys, that's it's been a blast bringing you the softball version of the Red River rivalry. It's easy for me to say.
Yes.
That'll wrap things up from us for Wildcat Park. LSUA wins game 1. LCU takes the nightcap. We'll see you next time. God bless you all and good night.